I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a winning streak. Yeah, I'm on a winning streak. 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 Yeah, I'm on a winning streak.
It would have been a good time even without the dope. Because for that, you know, maybe 3-month span of just great times, I paid with a decade of my life having to run and even though there, like I said, there's always gonna be ups in the street, them downs, like when you in a cell and you get a visit, you know what I'm saying? You get a visit and you get some bad news on that visit.
Caution. I repeat, caution. For the next 10 minutes, you will be taken inside the mind of today's rappers. This is the Stupid Rappers Show. Hosted by AYO CONSACO.
Welcome back to the Stupid Rapper Show. I'm AYO CONSACO, fearless leader of AYO Nation and the Men Too movement. And this obviously is the Stupid Rapper Show. We got the light back working. On today's episode, we're talking about this nigga. You probably don't recognize him. This is, and I hope I remember to put a old picture of him up, and then we'll put this picture up, so that you can see this is what you look like after exiting the rap trap. This is what it does to you. Packing Newports down here. I'm gonna try to zoom in on that. Some tink jewelry. Old Favo glasses, whatever the fuck kind of shit that is on this, you know, just mouth purple because the Newports and weed is getting less oxygen out to the rest of your body, so shit starts getting darker. Like you. And ladies, that's why the fuck you shouldn't smoke. It's nothing. That's why none of y'all should smoke. There's nothing more unattractive than a bitch with black lips. It's like, bitch, you just all the way gave up. Like, just you did, and you already ain't fine. That's something else. But so. Don't smoke, but definitely don't smoke if you're a woman. It's just horrible. But this is what it does to you. This is what it does to you. Like, you don't, like, all the potential in the world. I'm mispronouncing words lately. That's fucking crazy. But this is a little twist, man. This is a little twist. And we're about to hear about him. I didn't watch this video on purpose because I wanted to watch it with y'all to get into it.
It was, bro. But we was out there. Grifter had them G'd up, Gucci business and shit. This shit was crazy, bro. I just remember seeing you and Lil Zay going off, bro.
Grifter had the monkey, or is that who had the monkey? Clout. Who had the gorilla? Y'all don't remember that dancing?
Tattoos on his face, tattoos in his hands, and that's that bullshit motherfuckers be trying to do that rock star, like, so I'm not a gangster, I'm a rock star, so that's what we do this shit for. Like, nigga, stop that, dog. Now, man,
Gorilla?
Yeah.
Who was that? Grifter or Clout?
That was Clout.
Oh, okay.
That was Clout. But I just remember seeing y'all perform.
How old I am.
I remember seeing y'all perform and saying, damn, them young niggas got it. And then next thing you know, y'all took off. But I I want you to go back to that time frame, bro, and just tell me, like, how old were you during that time frame when you was out here killing shit?
When you're doing an interview, especially when you're someone who you've passed your time of power, you falling off. People are gonna say little words like that at the end of their sentences, like, how old were you when you was doing your thing, when you was on fire, when you was actually doing something? That type of shit, that's how you know. Little words like that lets you know that you didn't fail the fuck off.
I started rapping when I was 7, but by the time I was 10 years old, Texas Twist was number 1 on K104.
Right.
Yeah, so I was 10 when all that was bubbling way before Young Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you like did you know Lil Zay, or did y'all just
Yeah, alright, I'll get into the story. My sister used to work at Big T, and at this store called Maloney's, which was right across the hallway from Diamond D CD store. Diamond D is a guy I used to be signed to Texas Twist days, and but Lil Zay had an album signing at that CD store for No Pass No Play. And Zay had a song with DSR at the time, the Follow the Raindrops and Clarions and Laptops.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
And that's before I got on, and Zay had a album signing at Diamond CD store. So I just went up to Zay like, yo, I want to rap. He like, oh yeah, well, meet my producers. I met Nico, I met all his executives. Then I met Diamond, and I went to Big T every day. So I would go to Big T every day. Told Diamond D I wanted to rap. He told me to go around Big T and rap for some money. And I brought him $12 back. And so he was like, all right, this kid's serious. And then Texas Twist came.
Man, for those who watching this interview, y'all don't understand. Them two niggas was like, the kid probably, y'all was like the Bow Wows of Dallas and shit. Like, y'all was the niggas that we watched growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So take us through, you know what I mean, the Texas Twist song, man, it had an impact. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was rooting for you. And I just remember it seemed like it went from that to you getting signed. Take us through like how that song got popular and to the point where you got actually signed.
Greg Street used to work here in Dallas. Greg Street was on from 6 to 10, I think. And he used to do this thing called the Battle of the Home Jams. And he inserted Texas Twist on the Battle of the Home Jams, and it made to the 11th round. I got beat out by Young Muhammad out here in Dallas. Young Muhammad knocked me out.
Shout out Young Muhammad.
Yeah, shout out Muhammad. But fuck him still for knocking me out like Texas Twist. I'm so mad about that. No, shout out to Muhammad. But yeah, he knocked me out the 12th round, but they still put, I guess just on some cute little kid shit, they still put Texas Twist into a heavy rotation. And being signed to Diamond, I had a street team called MVP at the time, and we would call K104 every day requesting Texas Twist. And it ended up being number 1 for 6 weeks straight. Greg Street got fired once Skip Cheatham became the program director with his hating ass. And he pulled every record that Greg Street had on the radio off the radio. So Texas Twist went from number 1 on Monday to Tuesday being completely off the radio. So in 5th grade, I'm stressed the fuck out, like, what am I gonna do? And I kept going, and my mama ended up putting money into me. You know, I missed the part in the story.
I'm looking at this little dude, man, and you should have heard. I guess I should have played that part at the beginning. Let's play that part. What we at? We at 4:56. I want y'all to hear what he said at the beginning when they asked him what his name was, and that's going to explain what I'm about to say.
Real life street stars. We here with Lil Twist. What it is? I don't think it's out, but you know I don't even think it's Lil Twist no more, is it?
Huh?
It ain't Lil Twist no more, is it? Big old Twist?
Yeah,
Big Twist?
It's Lil Twist,
Okay.
Twizel, Young Carter, a lot of names.
Man, I want to take it.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, you can tell who a motherfucker been sitting, and not like Wayne ain't somebody to fucking emulate, because nigga, if you gonna emulate yourself after anybody, you know, but it's just like, it's been done before, man. It's been done. You know, Lil Chucky tried to do it. Young Thug did it successfully. And it just, we seen too much of that shit. Like, it don't work. You can't. Even Thug had to get his own version, even though that nigga, he violently took Wayne's fucking everything. With the Border 6 situation. What? But it's just like the dreads, the smoking. It's like, I want to be Wayne, and y'all about to hear it.
I kept going, and my mama ended up putting money into me, you know.
But the shit that he was saying about Greg Street leaving the radio station and that change in his whole career, that's true fucking facts. To all my artists out there, and that's why I have to start this rap channel. I have to, because it's so much that niggas are doing wrong. And it's so, I just had another consultation today with an artist from Detroit, and also with the artist from Philadelphia the day before. Artists are just really relying heavily on this internet, and you know, you hear rappers, you know, they'll give you an overview of shit. You know, back in my day, we had to actually get the radio. Nowadays, all you need is the internet, and it's like, nigga, like before, like all these success stories. I was just a SoundCloud rapper in my basement, just putting out songs, and everybody liked it. It's not gonna happen like that for you. It's not. You're gonna have to work from the fucking bottom, create a buzz. You're not gonna be able to go to Atlanta and pass out flyers and pass out CDs and just magically fucking meet somebody. It's not going to happen like that for you. You're not going to be the 1%. And if you work hard, like the 99% are going to have to work, it's going to help you even if you are that 1 fucking percent. But as long as you believe that you're going to be that 1%, you're not. You not. You are not. You're not. They will, you won't. You're going to have to work. So you're going to have to need the local radio station. No, nobody listens to the radio station, but you being played is a step in your career that you will need. So this matters. And if it's not the radio station in your city, it's a radio station in someone else's city. The radio station is still closely knitted with the DJs in the city. And that fucking matters. It's a network. And so for that, I'm very thankful. And this is a very fucking informative interview. Not for what he's saying, but for the shit that he's not saying. What he's alluding to in a lot of cases. You have to read between the lines, and that's why we here.
Oh, I missed the part in the story. So yeah, he pulled the song off the radio. You still following me? Okay. He pulled the song off the radio, and then I started.
Gotta say this too. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his demeanor. To me, it feels like he's over arrogant. Like over arrogant, like you're pompous, like as if you are just blessing us, and that's the swag that Wayne has, and it's fine because it's Wayne. And that's why, that's the real big issue with emulating someone. Like, they can do that. Same shit we just had on Monday Night Live. When a nigga, some fucking dude, is going in females' comment section and acting like he's me. You can't do what I don't do that. Don't do that. Because you don't have the things that I have to where I can say what I say. You don't have what Wayne has for you to sit back in this, like that's, it's just like, dog, when you're at a humble point in life, it will behoove you to be humble so that people can lift you up.
In school because I was the most popular, so Diamond was mad, like, we're gonna pull his album off the shelf, telling my mama, who was the president of Diamond Records at the time, we're gonna pull his album off the shelf so he can get his grades up, so he can learn. And my mama like, well, no, let me handle that in the household. This is business. Keep the album on the shelf. He wanted to pull his big boss card, pull my album off the shelf. My mama pulled me off the label. She was working at this spot called Indy Mac Bank in Irving. She would take her checks and put money into me, and she got these CDs pressed up. Yeah, those ain't my Newports. No, those are my Newports.
Yeah.
Yeah, she put money into me.
Let's look into this. Firstly, you have a record exec person that dog, this business gets real shady in a lot of ways. As a child, you won't understand me understanding that this music shit is getting in the way of your bad grades. You're focusing too much on this. Until you get your grades up, I'm going to give you an incentive. Until you get your grades up, I'm taking this off the radio. Like, I'm your people. Like, I'm here to help you. Like, I want you to win. You're on my label. I want you to win. But I care about you personally. I don't want you to end up looking like this. So, until you get your grades up, I'm taking you off the radio. Now, don't let your grades slip again if you want this shit to continue to be played. But who the fuck step in and say no? And act emotionally? You don't, let me handle it in the household. Bitch, why wasn't you handling it in the household so the grades didn't slip in the first place? Your excuse is he's doing the music. Okay, he's doing the music. Let me fucking move this music to the side so he can be somebody. You ain't his motherfucking father. I'm not his father. You know what, bitch? Get the fuck away from me. Take your child with you. And it's a lot. And a child don't understand that. Look from his eyes, it look like, she just, the fuck, she's pimping you the fuck out.
You know what I'm saying? And she got this.
What would you do with your child? But a lot of y'all want to make money off your child. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not getting into it.
CD pressed up where it was a double disc CD. It was a song I had called Youngster, and they had a video with it, and that's the CD that I gave to Cortez Bryant, which got me signed to Young Money.
Man.
I'm sorry?
What label is that for those who don't know?
Oh, Young Money. Yeah, Young Money Entertainment.
Bro, you really grew up hip-hop on some, on some more shit. Like, I remember because back then I was in middle school, and I'm like, this nigga is signed to fucking Lil Wayne. I said, this nigga was just do the Texas Twit, and this nigga, because, for us who just watching, you going through it day by day, but for us to just watching, that shit happened in, it seemed like a month. Nigga, you was on Texas Twister, you riding around with Lil Wayne. Yeah. You hear about rock star stories, that people went through young. Give us a rock star story, you know what I'm saying? Something that only Lil Twist experience, you know what I'm saying? Growing up here.
A rock star story? I have so many stories.
Give us the one you can talk about.
I don't know, what are you looking for?
Oh, come on, man. Stop that Wayne shit, my nigga. That shit is annoying as fuck. What do you look? That sounds like Wayne. Stop that shit, my nigga. God damn, stop that shit.
Cause I remember
Are you looking for excitement, funny? What? I don't know.
Anything you just feel comfortable talking, something that you experienced that nobody.
I know that when I don't know if this is a rock star story, but I am a rock star, and I used to just be tripping. I remember when I first got signed to Young Money. I was at the a Millie video shoot, and that's when Drake came. That's when we met Drake. Drake came to the set with a portfolio with headshots from Degrassi. He was well put together from the very beginning. And I remember Wayne looking at that portfolio, flipping through it, and just handed it back to Ted and said, sign him. So I knew he was coming on board, but now he's on board and it seems like everything is evolving around Drake. And I'm like, man, I was here first. Why the fuck is Drake about to come off the label first? I would take it upon myself to go and make diss songs about Drake and email them to them. I would diss Drake and Tez and I would send them the song in the email because I was so mad that I knew he was coming before me. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. And they would be like, bro, every time I see Drake, like, bro, why do you keep dissing me, man?
Now, were you nervous in the beginning? Because, you know, being around stars can be kind of nerving, thinking that I'm going to have to produce this or I'm going to have to come like this. Did you feel any of that when you first got there to the label?
A little bit, because in the very beginning, Wayne didn't like me like that. Like, Tez brought me to Young Money. Tez is who found me, but Tez is up there with Wayne that's running everything at that time. And Wayne had just found Chucky at the time, so everybody would be talking about Twist, and Chucky was the one that was really just popping in the label already in Young Money. So I kind of felt a little pressure from Chucky of knowing that I had to come hard or do a little bit more to try to surpass everybody else's likes in Chuck. I had to stand out, you know.
Man, I just remember when you did.
No, coming to think of it, like Wayne, he had a fucking Nickelodeon squad, like not just because all his fucking artists were like crossover. If you went to Young Money, like you was not no gangster. Like nigga, you are a fucking rapper. Like Young Money really turned into Nickelodeon, like PG-13. But he was going in the right direction because he was looking at the pop money. So it was what it was. But as I'm thinking about it, he had the nigga Mouse. You remember? Oh, nah, we told like that little dude, and I'm sure there's other little kids that he was fucking with too. I mean, I guess that was his lane. I mean, and that was smart when you think about it, but not when they end up like this.
It's just, you know, everybody was like rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? Why hasn't there been like a project? You know what I'm saying? Like I would have thought, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, you get signed, boom, project. Why do you think that didn't happen that way?
I could have started the video right here, but I guess we needed a little bit, you know, a shit. But this is where it gets serious. Let's find out what's going on.
It was a gift and a curse with Lil Twist and Young Money, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. Let's make that clear.
Dog, that shit is fucking annoying, dog. Like, this is why your career. My dream.
It was a gift and a curse with Lil Twist and Young Money, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. Let's make that clear. I became very, very family oriented, more than business, with me and Wayne's relationship. So at that time, if you can remember, my first single, Lil Secret, featuring Bow Wow, and then I dropped the second single called I think it was New Money with me and my Sean. And then I dropped Love Affair. So I was prepping for Don't Get It Twisted, the album. But at that time, I was on Xanax. I used to really, really, really love Xanax. And I would do different things and sip surf and do all these wild things as a young guy, young rock star. And I felt it was cool at one point, and I felt I needed to do that. I'm doing it with my boss, with my brother, my idol. That's what I need to do. But
this is why I said that this was a very important episode of Stupid Rappers. Earlier when I, showed you a picture of the old Lil Twist and now the new Lil Twist, you asked how that transformation happens and what the rap trap has to do with that. Dog, you can come into the game, but this is another reason why. What I was going to say was, you can come into the game at 30 years old and still have inhibitions, still be insecure about certain things. Dog, you're going to fucking LA, New York, and you're seeing bitches that you've never ever seen in person. You've never seen bitches like this in person. Like, IG models up close and personal. Don't fucking flex and play. You don't see the bitches that you see on Instagram. You do not see them on a regular basis. You have to go on Instagram to see them. You're like, damn, what a hoes that like they look like this around here. My nigga, they with the rich niggas. They're not gonna look in your direction. They're not into nigga how good you speak, like dog. You walk up to them, nigga, they're going to know that you work a 9 to 5. They're gonna know that you don't got enough dope to fuck with them on that level. I'm talking to bitches with the, like, look like that for real, not made up. I'm talking about, like, actually were born with that type of shit, like, heavy. You know that, you know what I'm saying, the niggas that she fucks with is on another, you know that they're paying her also. You know that they're paying her. You're seeing these bitches be for real, my nigga. They make you insecure. You can act and play fuck nigga, I don't give a fuck my nigga, hoe won't fuck me, nigga, fuck my nigga, I don't give a fuck my nigga. Dog, it makes you insecure as a grown man. You go in that bitch wedding ring and all. Nigga, these bitches are making you insecure because you know that they're looking you up and down and they're judging you, and you feel that. I'm telling you, like, that's what we get fucked up at. Well, we just, I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me, my nigga. I just do me. My nigga, look. You in here, and the reason why you feel like that is because you don't go, listen to me, you don't go places where you're gonna feel inferior. This is why a lot of you niggas, and a lot of, you peep this about niggas, and people in general, the same thing, how a skinny girl, an average 7, will go hang around big, you know what I'm saying, the 3s and the 2s. The small girl in the group of big bitches, that bitch is extremely insecure. She's not bad. She knows she got some big ass feet. Her legs is too long. She know that she not shaped the right way, but so she stays around these motherfuckers. So if somebody come over, automatically, okay, all the other motherfuckers look like balloons. I'm gonna just look right here. Alright, well shit, at least she ain't no, depending on what time of day it is, because if a nigga, if it's a certain time of night, you know what I'm saying, nigga might just look straight at the big bitch. Nigga don't want the ultra big bitch, but well, these whole balloons, nigga ain't, that's on some, let me stop. But all of that plays a part, my nigga. All of that plays a part. The same way the skinny bitch that hangs with the big hoes, she's insecure. You will never see her around no bad hoes because she knows she's gonna be the one that's laughed the fuck out the room. Everybody talking, ugh, why the fuck they bring her? And all that shit like that. Like, they just shame her when she's around not even bad bitches, but normal hoes. So, what a nigga will do, niggas do this in a couple ways. A nigga with a little bit of money will hang around broke niggas. A nigga who's insecure about his buck teeth, or or his weight, or some shit like that, will hang around people, crackheads. You have that. That's a big one. That's a big one you gonna see in the street, is niggas who hang around junkies and smokers. And it works two ways. That can be your charge funds. That can be, the motherfucker you get out the car and pump the gas. You ride around with a servant pretty much. But another reason why is because this dope boy is insecure all day long when it comes to his classmates, maybe. All of his classmates may have went on to do better fucking shit, and he's out here stuck in a trap. So in order to make himself feel better, he'll surround himself with people that he's doing better than. So no one can point out his flaws because you smoke crack. You're homeless. You know what I'm saying? So he's good with that. He wants to feel like God. Kevin Gates said that on a song one time. In the trap, and maybe I'm the pastor. Crack uses my congregation in the trap, and maybe I'm the pastor. You will feel like that. And it's little shit like that can let a nigga know that you really was out there. Even if I hustled that. That's a very goddamn acute and specific thing to see and document. You know what I'm saying? Like how a nigga, you 22 years old and you making grown men, you turn them motherfuckers into 16-year-olds. Niggas with businesses and shit like that. And you can do that with dope or bitches. And I'm and like I said, I might even do a little pimp. I'm not gonna call it pimp. I'm gonna call it pimp. I'm gonna do a little pimp chronicle for y'all also. Just for niggas who need a little bit more understanding on what that is. I'm gonna try to put that on the Patreon too. Y'all remind me of this shit I'm telling y'all just in case I forget. But I say all that to say this. You're going to have some high levels of anxiety. My nigga, if you don't hear anything else I tell you, hear this right here. The devil is more effective in the form of a woman, or using a woman as its vessel, as his vessel. You're nervous, you're in the studio, like, okay, like you got a buzz where you're from and shit like that. Now you're in Miami. You got niggas in here with ice, the engineer right there, you in the booth. The studio has fucking just made you this fucking small. It's intimidating as fuck. You in the booth, you doing your thing, and you know this is your test. This is your test. It can happen like this, or it can happen like, you in there talking to the engineer, and then, let's say Wayne come in, or McMahon, whoever the fuck come in, and tell you to spit something. So now you gotta, like that video on my Patreon where I was in the studio and I was spitting in front of some Alabama legends. That's what you have to do. But imagine while you're in a booth rapping for your tryout, or you spitting bars in front of niggas, here come the baddest bitches you ever seen in your fucking life in bikinis. These hoes come in laughing and playing and shit like that. And niggas just looking at you like, nigga, like, they don't even mind them hoes. They just looking at you. And they're like, oh, what is he doing? He's rapping? What is he doing? Go ahead, we want to hear it. And everybody, they just watching you. And you looking at these bitches you're trying to look at them, but it's just, you so like, oh shit, like you trying to pick your shit back up, but you like, dog, did I just see, like, does this bitch have as much ass as I just think I saw? It's a white hole, 2 light skinned hoes, a brown skinned bitch, and like these hoes are all so fucking fine. And they just smiling. You haven't seen a flaw on these hoes as they just walk the fuck up, smiling and laughing. Like this is where you know that the way they walked in, you can tell that they're comfortable here. But you have Wayne, you have Tez, and you have McMahon. They serious, and there's a couple more niggas in there. Like this is your audition, or you're in the booth and you hear them hoes come in, and not everyone is looking in the glass. You know that some of them are doubting you and shit like that. You're hoping that the verse is good enough for them. You know you come with a different type of style. Those aren't butterflies in your stomach. Those are fucking pterodactyls. Somebody come, and then, so with that, you have that anxiety, and you know, you've been around and you've seen everybody taking these pills and shit like that. Like everybody taking them, and it seemed like nothing's happening to nobody. It seemed like fuck. And then one of the hoes walked in the studio and said, Wayne told me to give you half of this. The baddest bitch you ever seen in your life up to this point in life just came in here, brought you a cup and a half a fucking yellow ball and said, Wayne told me to give you this. Nigga, that's grown man or child. But you have to imagine being 14 years old, or you know how old he was. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I tell you, like, there is no way around it. This is the devil's game. This is a demonic game. You have to come. So that means that you have to come through here, letting it be known who you work for. Let it be known who you work for. And it's fucked up because when you do that, people are going. The best example is when Afro Man told the label he wanted to do gospel. Now you take the Xanax, you get to rapping and shit like that, and now everybody like they fuck with it and shit like that. The bitch come in there, grab your dick, whatever the fuck like that, and it just seems like everything, and like they're fucking with you. Then the pill kick in, and like your inhibitions are already shedding away because they looking like they like the shit, and you know people, oh man. Then the whole like. How could you not get addicted to that? So I'm giving you that to let you know he had no chance. Already he has a mother who's saying, get out there. Shit, you know, fuck how much your grades is slipping. Get the fuck out there. We're gonna keep that shit on the shelf. And you know that small signs have told you that she is betting on you. She don't want to work this bullshit ass bank job. Or she gonna pull a goddamn bank job. She wants you to make her money. Just like all the rest of these motherfuckers want their son to make them money. You supposed to get me out the hood. Fuck them grades. Get the fuck on that radio. Same way these bitches be doing with they girls in the beauty pageant. You see them white bitches going crazy about the beauty pageant, fighting and shit like that, like turn their fucking sons into trannies so they can go to a drag queen fucking contest and shit like that. It's about the fucking money. A child cannot survive this industry. Child can't survive the rap. I'm gonna say that off top. Child can't survive the rap industry. And I really want to say the entertainment industry, but for now, I'm going to say the rap industry. If you push your child if you push your child into the rap industry, that will be the last time that you fucking. What comes out of the industry will be something you don't recognize. This is to the parents that are looking at how these motherfuckers, them motherfuckers, and that motherfucker got their kids cussing for entertainment. And you wondering where that shit going, because you're a nothing ass bitch. Because I can't see a father I want to tone it down, man.
He didn't feel that I slowed down when he observed and do all these wild things as a young guy, young rock star. And
these motherfuckers use the word rock star in the place of junkie. That's what. So, you know, another episode of rap vocabulary. Rock star means junkie.
I felt it was cool at one point, and I felt I needed to do that. I'm doing it with my boss, with my brother, my idol. That's what I need to do. But at a certain point in time, Wayne was like, "Twist, it's time to, you know what I'm saying? It's time to slow down on those pills and shit." And he didn't feel that I slowed down when he told me to. So he put a heart on my debut album. Just
see, there it is. I want to speak to y'all on this one. This video ain't meant for everybody, to be honest with you. This video ain't meant for everybody. I've let people know I started promoting rappers at 25 years old. I started doing music at 17. I didn't start music doing drugs, and that's the reason why I could always, even now, I can create music, good music. But the fact that when I came home, the shit I really caught the fuck on fire. And that's when I started popping pills and shit like that. So I associated doing good in music with the feeling I feel when I pop an opiate. So then, once I'm told to stop, which is a couple years later, it did not take long for that shit to destroy me. Didn't take long at all. Didn't take long at all, because when I got the pills, I went crazy. It was actually a year after me starting popping pills. Obviously, a year later, it's documented that I'm a criminal. And like I said, the criminal shit didn't stop till I'm 30 years old. That shit, it was that fucking quick. That fucking quick. But even with shit falling apart and, you know, me hearing from people and hearing from, you know, my life itself telling me with signs, you need to stop this shit. I couldn't stop popping the pills and do the music, because they're one and the same. They're one and the same. It's the same thing. mentally. Being in the studio, doing his music shit, being outside, passing out flyers. Even though I did it and I was doing it before I started popping pills, opiates, like, they set off endorphins, obviously, and all that good shit, whatever. So you feel a certain euphoria as you're doing these normal things. So I don't want to do it the old way and you know, just be out here for the love and shit like that. I want to fucking feel how I felt. And it's going to trigger you every fucking time. So once you're inside of that fucking trap, motherfuckers say come out that bitch. It's like, how the fuck you want me to come out this shit? I check that bitch religiously. That when I do for some fucking reason, when I do Stupid Rapper Show, the camera does the weirdest shit. That's why the fuck this shit, part 2 of that fucking Quando Rondo shit, the Stupid Rapper series with DJ Vlad. That shit, that is fucked up. The camera just stopped. Crazy shit. But you make them in your mind one and the same, and that's the danger of dope. Everything, every song, every smell, every place that you went can now be a trigger. And this ain't no white folk shit. This is real shit. That trigger shit is real as fuck. That bitch came in the studio, this badass bitch came in the studio, gave me a cup and half a ball, and told me that Wayne said, you know, take this. And since that point, I've been on fire in my music life. Because me, I was out there selling dope and shit like that. Like, and then but you know, Survivor Die did very well. Shout out to Nick and Bookie. They always showed love and shit like that. And it like nigga was getting money. Like you like really getting money, so it was just such a fun time. Then that's the season of go ham, go home. It was such a good time, you know what I'm saying? 21 was a real good time. But it was just, I thought it was a good time. It was just, and it was a good time, but it would have been a good time even without the dope. Because for that, you know, maybe 3-month span of just great times, I paid with a decade of my life having to run and even though there, like I said, there's always gonna be ups in the street, them downs, like when you in a cell and you get a visit, you know what I'm saying? You get a visit and you get some bad news on that visit. You know what I'm saying? You get some news that you're not ready for on that visit. And it's all because of what you were doing. You not being in control of your life. So, you know, it's one of those things. So you gotta salute Wayne for, you know, for telling the dude to stop. And then also, when he didn't stop, punishing him, you know, I'm going to punish you and discipline you for not doing what you're supposed to be doing, unlike what your mother did by not punishing you for your grade slipping, which your grade shouldn't have slipped. She should have been on that. But I'm going to punish you when I see you. I'm going to tell you, you got a verbal warning, now I got to do something. And he did that, and that should have been incentive enough for you to stop. But you know, because Wayne, like, he's not, obviously, he's not a father figure. Like, you're not, like, motherfucker can play that, oh, he's good for, no, man, you're not a father. If you're on the road, you're doing shit, like, a good father is there for their child all times. Good father. Nothing is before this child. If you put your career before this, I don't give a fuck if you're a police officer, a fucking army, fucking 11 Bravo, bang, bang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you do. If your focus and your body physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Did I say emotionally? If you're not there for that child, then, you know, that's in my eyes. If we ask the question about who's the better father, the father that doesn't have any money but is there with the child every day, or the father that's in Iraq, a year comes home for 2 weeks and then leaves out for another tour in Afghanistan, but is financially paying for everything? Which father is the best? I'm going to say the father that's there playing Madden with the child every day. Of course, those are two very extreme examples, but you get the point. But yeah, I think he did the right thing. But Wayne didn't know. If I give you this pill, that you're gonna become an addict. I just see that you're nervous. I believe in you. I know that you can do better than what you're doing. I know that these bad bitches are intimidating you. I know you're extremely anxious right now. So the only way I know to fix a problem fast, this problem really fast, is to give you this. And I only gave you half because I thought, you know, the worst, you're going to fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show you as a family. You know, whatever, that's the best case scenario. Hopefully he didn't want to destroy his career. Or him as a person. But I'm a rapper. I'm not a father. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But that's how easy some shit can spiral out of control. We can debate Wayne's intentions all day long, but at the end of the day, we have this situation. He told him to get off the dope. He couldn't get off the dope, so he put his album on hold. And that probably saved his life. Because if you would have put out that fucking album, now you have to go tour, and that's even more anxiety. Even more, like, you gonna die on the road. If I send you out there like this, fucked up on EP like this, you finna die out here. You're gonna die. So really, you know, he saved this motherfucker's life. He saved his life. Because the work that you have to do on the bullshit that Summer Walker's going through right now, the work that you have to do being on tour, is going to cause anxiety. If you're not prepared for it, you're going to have to do some type, like my mother always said, once you start doing drugs, you're going to need dope to wake you up, you need dope to make you go to sleep. And she was so fucking right. Molly and Tab to wake you up, Molly and Xanax to make you go to sleep. That's how I was. I couldn't go to sleep without Molly. And that was fucked up. And but like I said, he saved him.
Little bro, since he don't want to listen to me, we stopping the album. He stopped the album, probably fucking forgot that he stopped the album. Now a year passed, and anticipation for that is just slowly, still little twist. I still had a crazy buzz, but it was slowly just passing over. And then my little bro Justin called, Lil Bieber called, and I ended up moving to LA. And it was just a discouraging thing to where I moved from Miami after all of that happened, just being disappointed, and ended up moving to LA and just never got back on that track. Got too comfortable off of being Lil Twist, the guy that I built up. Yeah.
How?
So that's the story. Everything else, nothing else matters. We understand what happened. You became a drug addict. You never bounced back. That's it. It's 40 minutes of interview, but we had 12 minutes and we know what the fuck happened. The story of Lil Twist is, nigga, your mama was trying to get rich off of you, sold you to Lil Wayne. Wayne got you on dope, tried to get you off by putting you on the shelf. You didn't want to get off so bad that you went and stayed and lived with Justin Bieber. And we know exactly what happened when you and Justin Bieber got together. It was a whole bunch of fucking charges and bullshit. And so the shit that, the disease that Wayne gave you, you then passed on to Justin Bieber. And we can say the same thing about Bieber. Maybe he was doing the same thing, whatever the fuck. But we know that when they got together, that's when we started hearing about this, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Bieber and fucking Lil Twist. And it's a sad fucking song. And in that sense, you can look at this addiction shit as a disease. They say, you know, addiction is a disease. And I don't like that because it just sounds like some white folk shit. But, you know, we always look at fucking addiction like, nigga, that's what you want to do, that's what you're doing. But when you look at it, if you look at your homeboy or homegirl that's like it's on, look at yourself. As you try to stop smoking weed or try to stop drinking, try to stop popping pills, try to stop hitting the bag, it's like, nah, this is some clinical shit. And you know what? I'm going to stop saying this some white folk shit because I was telling you that's how we did look at it. But I'm going to tell you, like, addiction is a disease. That's why you cannot beat this shit on your own. I think that's the reason why we don't get no fucking help like we need it. Because we look at addiction like, nigga, if you can't get off some shit, then you weak. Like, but without me even thinking that, like, that's exactly what I just said. Like, I look at it like it's some white folk shit. That's some, you know, like, yeah, they get on dope and have to go to rehab and shit like that. Like, no. That's what we need to do. Like, addiction is an actual disease. It was not until I went to them fucking white people at that goddamn hospital and I said, I have a problem, that my fucking life started back up. I was 26 years old. Was I 26? Let me not lie. I'm trying not to lie. Was it? What was? It might have been 2016. I'm sorry. It was. Was I 20? I don't know how old I was, man. I can't even remember no more because I've been stepping for so long and it's been such a long journey. But if I can remember where I was at 26, or whenever I caught that fucking when the Secret Service came to Snow Harbor, whatever year that was. And I'm thinking it was I might have been 28. I might have been 28. It might have been 27, 28. That might have been what it was. I might have been 27, 28. So hold on, it was 2016. I started this shit in 17. Yeah, it was, yeah. I was 28. I'm sorry. That was it. You know, 8. I be seeing shit. So the 8 looked like a 6, and then it was 2016. So everybody thought 26. But it was a long fucking battle. And if we just looked at this shit, man, like it's a fucking disease, and the doctors actually have the cure. We just have to go there and understand, like, dog, the reason why you're losing all your money is because you're sick. You gotta go to the doctor and get some antibiotics so that they can help. Like, that's it. You don't make your own. Ain't no fucking, like, you can try fucking at home remedy. I don't trust their goddamn medicine. My nigga, look here. These people can walk you through the shit step by step, so you can start your life back up. But because, you know, we, and this nigga, like you can end up like this, dog. You can end up like this. But a lot of y'all don't want nothing no way. You've allowed that dope to twist your whole mind around to where you believe all you want is to get high. You just want to be left alone so you can get high. You don't want no people. You don't want nothing. I just want to be, I'm antisocial, bro. I just want to live my music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Smoke my weed, I'm good, bro. Fuck these niggas. Like, that's, but you will think, like, this dope will have you, like, it'll really warp your mind to where you believe these niggas is the problem, man. These fuck niggas. Because, yeah, a nigga might have told on you. Yeah, a nigga might have, you know, ran off on you. Yeah, a nigga might have robbed you, some shit like that. And it seemed like it's the people, but you're in the underworld. You're letting niggas that like demons determine how you feel about regular people. Fuck by niggas. Like, you've always been around fucking demons. Come amongst regular people who have, like, they don't want nothing from you. I had that fucking problem. I had that problem. Fuck, I'm just going, you know, I'm around nothing ass bitches. So I can't see why I would be friends with a girl or acquaintance with a girl without me fucking her. Can't see me having, you know, being cool with a nigga that's outside my family if I'm not trying to hit him for something. Trying to, you know, take some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody a fucking lick. I was like, my mind like, nigga, shit, everybody out there, like, justifying to myself why I can turn everybody into a victim. Like, if they out here in the street and shit, they know what the fuck it is out here. They know what it is. And I had to pay for all that, even though I was doing it to demons and people in the underworld. I had to pay for every fucking thing that I did. And that's why it took so damn long. That's why it took so long. Man, I tell you, like I said, and it's just like, you got some walking that you gonna have to do. But it's nothing that you can't do. I'm telling you. Right now, I'm physically, so I did the mental, emotional, spiritual thing. Now I gotta work on the physical. The actual physical part. And that's something that at times I have trouble with. But I know what I gotta do, so I know I gotta do it. But I'm so glad I'm at this point in my transformation to where I got the legal shit taken care of. I got the street shit taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I got the, you know, family shit taken care of. Now I have to work on, you know what I'm saying, something that is important to me. Getting my actual physical together. And that has to do with sacrificing, willpower, self-control and shit like that. I like to eat, you know, ice cream before I go to sleep. I like to eat cereal and shit like that, waffles. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go crazy with the fucking food. But it's the same as, you know, anything else. And once you have that in your mind, you know that all you have to do is do it. But because I got through that addiction, this addiction to food, just like I got over the sex addiction. I don't think that I was ever addicted to, you know, Pornhub and shit like that. That seemed like more of a necessity. And I don't even think I was really addicted to sex like that, to be honest. When you want opiate, that opiate shit, that trumps everything. So, nigga, no matter what the fuck you, nigga, ain't gonna be no food addiction. And you ain't even gonna eat, nigga, on this goddamn, you know, on this fucking dope like this. And like I said, I never even, you know, got up to heroin or shit like that. So, and that's a blessing that, you know, most of us, I would hope that most of us don't fuck with them needles like that. So, but it's a lot of niggas do, like that video I showed y'all, the nigga from Philadelphia. But that's pretty much what I want y'all to, you know, see. If y'all want to see this whole interview, you can go on Real Life Street Stars, life spelled with a Y instead of an I in life. They got a lot of good interviews with a lot of good people and stuff like that. I might try to use them more often, but they definitely do a lot of original stuff. So I definitely salute them. Shout out to my nigga. I need to do his shit too. But I don't know. Like I said, I maybe I should keep that separate because it's H-Town Inc. You know what I'm saying? Urban politician. I haven't done any videos yet, but I was saying maybe I shouldn't say it because I'm sure Lil Twist ain't gonna like what I just said about him. if I was to know real life street stars, Lil Twist might, like, man, what the fuck though, this nigga, you know, AYO and shit like that and whatever the fuck, like, I don't know what he be on, like, you know. So if I was to take urban politicians video and a nigga talking stupid, I put him on stupid rappers, I'm sure and niggas see that I fuck with Ant, then it's like, man, what the fuck y'all got going on? You know what I'm saying? So I probably just keep everything spread out. I don't know. I'll see what's going on. But this has been Stupid Rappers. If you want to see the full interview, go to Real Life Street Star Productions. Make sure y'all hit the PayPal. Make sure you go to the Patreon if y'all want to see the full Quando Rondo series. And I'm about to do a lot of rap advice shit on the Patreon. That's going to be another tier that I make. It's going to be the Rap Academy tier. And y'all will see that on the Patreon. Like I said, PayPal, Cashapp. I'll see you in a minute. Love, love.
Do you think the industry plays a part in like you being on the Zanny? Because I remember going to LA